Good morning, Tigers, and welcome to week 29, activity 2. For today's lesson, you will indeed need your Foundations notebook. Your Foundations notebook for week 29 must have yesterday's list. You will use yesterday's list in this activity right now. We are going to play a game with yesterday's words. So let's get started, shall we? Oh, you're also going to need a writing tool because you're going to have to write. Good morning, Tigers, and welcome to we are going to play a game activity 2. What am I thinking? For today's lesson, I am going to give you some clues. Your Foundations notebook. The clues are going to be for your Foundations notebook for week 29. The words you must have on your list yesterday's from list. Yesterday. Week 29 high frequency words. Yesterday's list. You notice on this slide, in this activity you only see right one now. Of them. We are going to play a game with yesterday's We're going to use all 10 of them. All right? Your answers to these clues on your week 29 section. So you may not have room right there on that page, but you have room on the very next page. Don't turn the page. You have room right there in week 29, all right? So the first one I'm going to give you is number 1. So write a number 1. You ready for the clues? You need to listen carefully to the clues as you look at your list. As soon as you know the word, you are going to write to the word over by number 1. These are the clues for number 1. All right. Here are the clues. What word am I thinking? This word is a contraction. You should be looking at your words. Which word is a contraction? This word starts with a W and ends with a T. So I gave you 3 clues for this word. It's a contraction, it starts with a W, and ends with a T. You are to write that word right here next to number 1. You're not going to be able to remember it, so make sure you write it. You got it? What was I thinking? All right, are you ready for the next one? These are the clues for number 2. I'm thinking of a word that has 2 syllables. Need more clues than that, don't you? It also has 3 letters. So the clues for number 2. It has 2 syllables and it has 3 letters in it. 2 syllables and 3 letters. As soon as you have it, write it next to number 2. You're going to need to tell me what the word was without looking at the screen, so you're going to have to write it next to number 2. The clues are 2 syllables and 3 letters. If you already wrote a word, look at the word you wrote. Can you clap it out for 2 syllables? And does it have 3 letters? We'll see if you're right. What word was I thinking? All right, are you ready for number 3? Remember, you're going to find this word somewhere in that word bank. I'm thinking of a word that has 4 letters. It rhymes with wide. And I'll give you one more clue. It has a vowel consonant E pattern. So, for number 3, the clues are, it has 4 letters, it rhymes with wide, and it has a vowel consonant E pattern. If you think you have it, write it next to number 3. What word was I thinking? Okay, are you ready for the next one? This is number 4. Mystery word number 4. What am I thinking? All right. I'm thinking of a word that has 3 letters. It ends with the letter Y. It has 1 syllable. I just gave you 3 clues for number 4. Number 4, I'm thinking of a word that has 3 letters. It ends with the letter Y. It has 1 syllable. As soon as you know it, write it next to number 4. What word am I thinking for number 4? All right. Are you ready for the next one? This is number 5. We'll see how many we can get through. Let's try to do all 10. Number 5. I'm thinking of a word that has 2 syllables. It rhymes with bunny. And we use this word in math a lot. For number 5, the clues are, it has 2 syllables. That means you can clap it out. 2 syllables. It rhymes with bunny. And we use this word in math a lot. Make sure you write it next to number 5, because you're going to need to know it without my clues in a moment. What word am I thinking? Did you get it? All right, here's number 6. I'm thinking of a word that starts with the letter C. You're looking at your list? It rhymes with berry. And it has 2 syllables. So for number 6, the clues are, I'm thinking of a word that starts with the letter C. It rhymes with berry. And it has 2 syllables. After you've written the word, check those clues. Does your word start with a C? Does it rhyme with berry? Say it with the word and they should have the same ending sound if it rhymes, right? And can you clap it out for 2 syllables? What word am I thinking? All right. You better write the word. We are on number 7. I hope we have time to get to all of them. Number 7. Look at your list. I'm thinking of a word that rhymes with buddy. And it starts with a consonant blend. Remember, a consonant blend is simply 2 consonants together, blended together at the beginning of a word. So, I'm thinking of a word that rhymes with buddy. It starts with the consonant blend st. And it has 2 syllables. Most of these have 2 syllables, don't they? Number 7. Did you find the word that rhymes with buddy? Starts with the consonant blend st. And has 2 syllables. Did you notice it's helpful if you got them right to cross them off or just put a little dot by them? But that only works if you got them right. If you got them wrong, you're going to need the word somewhere else. So make sure you get it right. All right. What word am I thinking for number 7? Here we go to number 8. I'm thinking of a word that has 2 syllables. It rhymes with lonely. And it begins with a vowel. This one's a little tricky. It has 2 syllables. It rhymes with lonely. And it begins with an O. I'll tell you what it begins with. It begins with an O. Does the word you chose have 2 syllables? Clap it out after you write it. Does it rhyme with lonely? Say the 2 words together. Say lonely and the word you chose. Do they have the same ending sound? And does it begin with an O? That made it easier, isn't it? What word am I thinking? All right, are you ready? Make sure you're numbering your words so when you tell me what you chose in your quiz, you know which one to respond where. All right? The next one. This is number 9. We're almost there. Let's see if we can get through all of them in our game. Number 9. I'm thinking of a word that has 2 syllables. It rhymes with any. And it's on our heart word wall. I'm thinking of a word that has 2 syllables. It rhymes with any. If you don't have it yet, it begins with a Not money. The other one that begins with a I'm giving you many clues now, right? What word was I thinking? All right. Are you ready for the last one? You might have noticed if you put a little check mark by them as you went, you'll notice which ones left. Otherwise, let's make sure, because you might have the wrong one left. I'm thinking of a word that has 5 letters. It starts with a W and ends with a D. It has 5 letters. It starts with a W. It ends with a D. What word could it be? Write it on number 10. And then tell me, what word am I thinking? That was on the screen for you. Did you notice that? All right, now this is what I want you to do. I want you to press record. That's the microphone. And I want you to start with number 1. And I want you to read the words in this order. These are the words you should have had. Let's check your clues first before you go read to me. Read them with me. Start with number 1 and let's read them through. Number 1, wasn't, ago, ride, sky, money, carry, study, only, many, and world. Did you get them all? If you didn't, you can fix it. And then before you go read to me, fix the one you need to fix and push record and read me your clues to show that you won the game. Good job, Tigers. I hope you liked this What Am I Thinking game. Turn in your evidence in Seesaw. A picture of this list is your evidence. Thank you. See you soon.